Rebel Canners teaching all kinds of food preservation, especially the old ways. Alright, welcome back, Rebel Canners. It's granola time. You know, you're eating a lot of heavy sweets at the holiday time. It's a perfect time to get some whole grains into your diet, flush some of that sugar out of your system. You'll feel a lot better. And they're perfect for giving as neighbor gifts in little gift baskets. So today we are making granola. We need 5 cups oatmeal. I prefer the rolled oats, but this recipe is really super forgiving and I have quick oats. So measure with your heart, it's not exact. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 18-ounce thing of oatmeal, in case you're wondering. All right. And you could add a cup of wheat germ if you had it. I don't have it, so I'm not adding it today. You can add a cup of coconut. I'm not going to add that until halfway through. I don't like the coconut burnt. So halfway through the time, we'll add the coconut. I have some nuts here. Today I'm using pecans. You can use those pumpkin seeds we made a little while ago. Anything. And I'm going to chop them up just a little bit finer. Want those toast too, so we're going to add those now. Yes, I wiped my counter off and I'm not wasting perfectly good pecans. Alright, another little trick. We're going to mix some oil in here and some honey for the sweetener. You want to do the oil first so it lubricates your measuring cup. So it's 1 cup of oil. You can use any kind of oil. You can use coconut oil, which I would have used if I had, but I didn't have any. You can use vegetable oil. You want to be really healthy, use extra virgin olive oil like I am. And that's a whole cup. So we're going to pour that in there. And see, now my honey will not stick. For the sweetener, you can use honey or you can use maple syrup. I'm going to put a splash of maple syrup in here and then do the rest in honey, just because this maple syrup is very, very smoky. It's very good, but it's got a lot of smoke flavor to it, not quite the way I like it, so I'm using it for flavoring. Go ahead and pause. That was a little harder than I thought it was. Had to pause, run it under some hot water. Somebody did not wipe the rim off last time they used this, so I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of this up with our honey. And of course it is local. I love honey. So I'm going to wipe that off before I put that lid back on, because I don't want to have to spend all that energy to get it open again. Alright, so same thing as with the oil. Go ahead and just all that in there. And again, it comes out, look how clean it comes out of the measuring cup because we did that oil in there. And it's going to be so much easier to clean up too, if I don't make a mess with it this way. And again, go ahead and stir all of that right in. I did that with the oil while I was trying to get the lid off of the honey. We did a quick stir, get that all on. And then add your dried fruits. With pecans, I was looking for my dried cherries I had downstairs, couldn't find them, but I have 7 or 8 boxes of raisins that isn't getting used. So we're going to go ahead and add a cup of raisins in here. But again, you could add any kind of dried fruit. If you don't like fruit, you could leave it out. Go ahead and stir that all in. Now when you put this on your parchment paper, I lined the cookie sheets with parchment paper because you want all this sticky good sweetness in your granola. All this honey, all this maple sugar, you want to stay in the granola. So line with parchment paper so then it stays on your granola. All right. And now you want it thick enough that it can make clumps, but not too thick. And if you have half a cookie sheet, you can even use half a cookie sheet. You really don't need a whole cookie sheet, but I'm going to make a double batch. Because we all love it here. Yes. So, go ahead. I'm going to preheat while I'm doing this my oven to 350. Start. Get that preheated. Before I put this in, I want to make sure my oven is heated up. The cooking time is really short for this. All right. Kind of spread that out. Make sure our raisins are not all clumped up in one area. Get my paper back over here. Spread that out a little better. And again, you can use any kind of nuts, you can use any kind of seeds. This recipe is really super forgiving, and you don't need the whole cookie sheet. You could use a half cookie sheet. You get little clumpier granola that way. All right. As soon as our oven has heated up, let's the raisins spread out a little bit better. I had some granola this summer that had cookies, sugar cookies, like shortbread, but very good shortbread crumbed up into it. So you can even do some add-ons after you get it out of the oven like that, little cookie crumbles or whatever. So, all right. Now we're just going to wait for our oven to preheat. The oven is preheated. I'm going to go ahead and put this in and set my timer for 10 minutes. All right. All right, we're halfway through. It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to take this out for just a second, because I'm going to sprinkle 1 cup of coconut over the top. Try to get it all the way out to the edges. This way the coconut will toast, but not be brown. I don't like burnt coconut. Toasted coconut, good. Burnt coconut, not so good. All right. And I'm going to set the timer for another 5 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'm going to check it. And then it's either 5 to 10 minutes more. So we'll check it at 5. It could be ready. If it's not ready, we'll brown it a little more. You just want to get it brown on the top, because the granola will continue to crisp after you take it out of the oven and put it back in the bowl. So you just want it just starting to golden brown. If you do too brown, it'll be hard, crunchy, impossible to eat except in things. I love to eat it in granola and yogurt, so you know it'll soften it that way, but you know you don't want too hard at granola. So all right, back to the 5-minute time. We're just going to wait and check back in. Okay, it's looking nice and golden. I don't want it too golden. There. Raisins kind of did a weird thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get it back into my bowl so I can add the vanilla, and I am going to put caramel in this batch. I have both of them? Oh good, I have both of them. Let's see if I can just pick up parchment paper. Nope. Alright. That was worth a try. Alright, so my original recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and then 2 teaspoons of almond extract. I hate almond extract. Put that in here. I'm going to get that stirred in a minute. So I am substituting salted caramel because I think that will go really good with the pecans. Get our 2 teaspoons of salted caramel on here. Get that all mixed in. Timer off. Get that all mixed in. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. Alright. And then when this is cooled, I'm going to possibly add a little chocolate chips. Never add them before because they will melt in there. And while it's cooling, I'm going to cover it with some saran wrap. And then when it's all done, I'm going to scoop it up into gift bags for my neighbors and save a little bit for our house here. So there you have it, Rebel Canners. Homemade granola. It is so easy. Now you just cover it and let it cool. And that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Have a great day. Thank you. And here is another in the series of Apothecary for you to check out. Be sure to check out this next video we've selected for you. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time, Rebel Canners.